Hello, I'm Mr. Ward and welcome to the Absolute Value. The reason I really enjoy the absolute value is because when we take the absolute value of a number, it's always positive. So let's review what we talked about last week. Solving multi-step equations. So we start off with 2 parentheses x minus 3 equals 8. We first want to go back and use the distributive property. So when I use distributive property, that means I distribute this 2 times the x and this 2 times that negative 3. And the key thing to keep in mind is don't forget about this in here. It's a negative 3. So when I do that, when I simplify, 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3, negative 6, is equal to 8. So now I'm back to doing my two-step equations. And when I do that, I simply have this minus 6. Our goal is to always isolate the variable, but if we can't isolate the variable, we isolate the term with the variable in it. So in this case, we want to isolate this 2x. So I see this minus 6. So I need to add 6 to both sides. When I do that, I get 2x is equal to 14. And now I can easily isolate my variable. I want to do the opposite. I have 2 times x. Opposite of multiplication is division. So divide both sides by 2. And I get x is equal to 7. Now, the nice thing about these equations is that you don't have to take my word for it. If you don't believe the x is 7, let's go back and check. I always tell my students to check. So when I check, I'm just going to take this x equals 7 and substitute it back in here in our original equation. So, just going to rewrite it. And let's see if it's true. I'm going to put this question mark because I want to find out if this in fact is true. Simplify what's in parentheses. It's 4. And I know 2 times 4 is 8. So I know 8 equals 8. And it's correct. So you have no excuse for getting any of these problems wrong because you can always check. Any questions or comments, feel free to contact me at gward@fulfillment360.org. Please tell me if you like it or if you don't like it. And I'll tell my students, be specific. Don't just say I suck, but tell me why I suck. And that way I can not suck so bad. So thank you for tuning in. See you next week.